Alright, hello again and welcome everybody to another episode of my Road to MasterBall series. My name is Griever84 and we have been pushing all month with a rain team. We've made some changes about mid-month and we've had a few struggles with it here and there, but with the end of the season coming up, we're going to try to push for MasterBall tier just like we did last month and hopefully get that today. So we're going to go ahead and jump into some battles here. Those of you that have been watching the series, you know last video we didn't get any wins, and it's just been overall kind of a rough month for battling. I think part of it is me trying to get my own style in the format, not necessarily copying other people's teams, and part of it is I started running a suboptimal rain team at the beginning of the month, and we've just been kind of digging out of the hole that we dug ourselves in. So, but we got our first battle against a Rhino coming up here, and let's see what they got here. So they've got an Appleton. This looks like a heavy Trick Room team. So we're going to actually start Rhyperior and Bronzong, and then we'll bring in, let's see, Togekiss. And Ludicolo. Let's see what my opponent starts with. I'm assuming it's going to be Hatterene and probably Togekiss is what I'm guessing I'm going to see, because that will ensure a follow me Trick Room start. So let's see what my opponent does. Alright. And of course we get to show off our nice shiny Bronzong that we hatched recently. Okay, so I'm expecting Trick Room. Flat out. So I'm going to go ahead and play it like it's going to be Trick Room. I'm going to Dynamax, and I'm going to Max Rockfall the Togekiss, because that's probably going to be a follow me. And I'm going to Gyro Ball as well, because I actually don't mind a Trick Room going off here. Now my opponent might not Trick Room because of the two Pokemon that I led with, but if they do, it'll put me in a fantastic position. Okay, Flamethrower. Max Rockfall. And of course we take out the Togekiss, which would have been faster than us next turn anyways. Okay. So double fire attack into me. Alright, not bad. Leftovers. So that's going to be a bulky Hatterene, probably support. So their Togekiss is gone. Let's bring out... Let's bring out my Togekiss. Oh, this is perfect. So if they... So I'm going to go after the Hatterene, and I'm actually going to yawn the Rhyperior. And the reason for this is my opponent probably wants to Trick Room now, and they're going to Dynamax the Rhyperior, which, as you can see, the animation's going off for one of their Pokemon. And if it's anything like mine, it's carrying a weakness policy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to yawn it, outlast its Dynamax, wait for it to change back into normal, and basically leave it as the last Pokemon on the field. And since right now I currently go before that Hatterene, I believe my opponent was probably going to try and Trick Room. Okay, Max Rockfall into Togekiss, which is expected. I still got the Yawn off, which is okay. Critical hit didn't even matter. I was probably going to die from a one-hit KO anyways. And then we bring in Ludicolo. Now, if they have a Gastrodon left, okay, Appleton. Okay, that's probably going to be Thick Fat Appleton. Not very effective. Effective. Alright. We'll do Max Rockfall for the stab. And we'll double attack the Appleton. Okay, that is not a Thick Fat Appleton, but I also got a critical hit on it. So we're in a good position. This is going to be a not very effective attack, but it's also not going to trigger my opponent's weakness policy either. A bug attack. Interesting. I did not see that coming. That means it knows Mega Horn. And then, of course, Ion Dynamax. I think I'm going to chip away at its health here. I don't have the chance of getting the burn, but... Oh, that did nothing. It is also faster than me, so Rock Slide... Wait, no. It's a speed tie. Sandstorm subsided. Because I basically want to get it in KO range. So we'll Rock Slide one more time. And then hopefully hit it. That's going to activate my weakness policy and give me the attack that I need to ensure victory here. Because it also lowered my opponent's speed. So their team effectively was a Trick Room team, but because I showed the possibility of Trick Room as well. Oh, the dodge! No! No! I missed! And they crit! Oh, so unlucky. We had that one in the bag. Oh, that is just utterly unfortunate. And there's honestly nothing I could have done about that one. We played that one as perfect as we could. Oh, man. I'm going to have to look at High Horsepower's percent chance of missing in between fights here. But yeah, literally there wasn't anything we could have done. Okay, let's see what my opponent's showing here. Another Trick Room team. So we're going to do just like we did last time. Rhyperior, Bronzong. And then that's going to be what? Moxie Gyarados. Torkoal. So let's go Togekiss and... Let's go Togekiss and Dragapult. Let's see, High Horsepower has a 95% accuracy, so that was a 5% chance that I actually missed that attack, and unfortunately, luck was not on my side. But, we're on to our next battle, and let's see if we can outplay our opponent again. Dusclops and Gothitelle. Okay, so what this means is Gothitelle is here solely to trap my starting Pokemon. Found weakness policy in Colberberry, which that actually gives my opponent a lot of information that I wish they didn't have. Do I want to Dynamax or do I want to save it? I think I'm going to Dynamax, Max Rockfall, Gothitelle, and I'm going to Ally Switch Bronzong here. Because knowing what I have item-wise, they're probably going to try and exploit Bronzong's weakness here, considering the Pokemon on the field. So I'm just gonna go all out and see what we can pull off. Oh, that was glorious, because that was a hypnosis into that would have been a hypnosis into my Rhyperior. Oh my goodness, what a call. Now the problem is that Gothitelle is faster than me, but hypnosis has a low accuracy, so this turn is going to be a gamble. Gyro Ball, because I'm going to be asleep anyways, and Max Rockfall, hopefully for the KO. If I get Hypnosis here... Yeah, that's just unfortunate. It's part of the meta. Spread Hypnosis as much as you can. And there's the gravity to ensure 100% hypnosis. Let's get a Max Quake off. Not that I actually... Well, I don't think I actually wake up this turn. Because I don't think... Last turn might have counted for the one that you need. Okay, so withdrawing Gothitelle. Oh, this is bad. This is super bad. Because if I wake up and... Yep. This is a super effective hit against that Rhyperior. Okay, not as bad as I thought, because I actually got about 90% health done on it. So, if my opponent Dynamaxes, then they still might, but they run the risk of basically losing their Dynamax. Bronzong's still fast asleep. Okay, Bronzong, Ally Switch. High Horsepower. Hopefully not for the miss this time. Okay. So we avoided the high horsepower from my opponent, which is good. And then I get to knock them out. So that actually works well because Bronzong is not one of my heavy hitters. So I'm okay to lose it. Solar Beam might knock me out, though. We'll see here. We held on just enough, and we're faster than Torkoal, so... okay, so they're gonna bring in Gothitelle, probably. We're gonna go Dragapult. Because they're probably going to want to spread Hypnosis. And I want to knock this Gothitelle out. So I'm going to bring in Dragapult for the higher speed. And I'm going to... we're going to high horsepower Torkoal. And we're going to Dragon Claw Gothitelle. Because that should knock Gothitelle out. Oh, the fake out. I didn't think about that. Well played. Which is going to ensure that they're going to knock out my Rhyperior. That's going to do a lot of damage. That's okay. I think we can still do this with Dragapult. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to yawn the Torkoal, and we're going to Phantom Force Dusclops, which will protect Dragapult. That'll put Torkoal to sleep after this turn. Oof. Let's see what... And of course the Trick Room goes off, finally. So the nice thing about this is Dragapult's going to go last. But I don't think I can do anything from Togekiss. Odd that my opponent decided to use Gravity. This actually works out in my favor, because it means Dragapult evaded 2 Eruptions. And now it's going to go to sleep. Oh, Lord, that's a bulky boy. Okay, how much HP do I have? I have 62 HP. So Dragon Claw should knock out Dusclops. And I get Will-O-Wisp. Because of gravity. I don't know about this one. Nope. Because my opponent can Nightshade me this turn for the victory. We had that up until the Gravity Will-O-Wisp. Unfortunately. Interesting choice of moves. I mean, I've seen this setup before. I just don't know why my opponent didn't go for the win. I mean, I knocked myself out with my life orb, but we lost to the darkness. As for that one, anything that we probably could have done different, most of that one was left to RNG, unfortunately. In the beginning there, my opponent getting the double hypnosis without gravity on the field definitely slowed me down. And then just at the end there with the trick room and the eruptions, maybe I could have attacked Torkoal at some point to lower its HP and minimize some of the eruption damage with a Dazzling Gleam, but I felt like getting it asleep was definitely more important. Okay, so my opponent's not showing Trick Room at all, so we're not even going to bother attempting to bring Trick Room. We're just going to go straight into our usual core of 4 Pokemon and try to run our opponent over. It should be a bit of a mirror match, so there's going to have to be some, like, outplay maneuverability here that we're going to have to try to do. Basically, what each one of us are wanting to do is we're not wanting to let the other's Dragapult set up. Okay, Tailwind. Do I want to... I don't think I'm going to Dynamax, but I am going to lower my opponent's accuracy with Muddy Water. Now, unfortunately, if my opponent is carrying Thunder, that Pikachu is a problem. And that's probably, what, Gigantamax Pikachu? Yeah. It's Chubby Chew. Which means Muddy Water isn't going to do... Okay. G-Max Volt Crash. Muddy Water did a whole lot more damage than I thought. Nice critical hit on my opponent, though. Okay. I don't want to bring Dragapult in yet because the Darmanitan on my opponent's side of the field. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in Togekiss. We're going to Scald the Pikachu, and we're going to Dazzling Gleam to hopefully get a double knockout here. Okay. Interesting switch. Max Guard, good choice, very good choice. So Scald. And then of course the Dazzling Gleam. But once again, it's chip damage, and we're gonna do the exact same thing. Make sure we take that Pikachu out. Now the thing to note here is we still have not Dynamax, so I'm basically forced at this point to Dynamax my Dragapult, which is not a bad thing. So let's see what my opponent does here. We know they have a weakened Darmanitan in the back. They have a 4th Pokemon that we don't know. They have a very weakened Gigantamax Pikachu, and then they have this Togekiss on the field as well. We currently have Tailwind, so I'm going to move first, no matter what, unless they have some type of priority move. So there's the Dazzling Gleam, which ensures the Pikachu goes away, and then that actually means I get to Scald the Oh, I got paralyzed. Okay. Probably Super Luck Togekiss on the other side with Air Slash. I'm actually surprised that wasn't a critical hit. Okay, so they do not have the Dragapult. This works really well for me because that is Gyarados. It is also not Moxie Gyarados, which is very important to realize. But I am going to yawn it to put it... Oh, I should have... Okay, we're going to try for the burn first. But I'm going to yawn it as a backup. If I get the burn here, it's actually okay. We'll see what happens. Okay, the burn is good. That means it does less damage. We're good. Okay, Thunder Wave. My Tailwind petered out, so we'll Tailwind again. And we will yawn the Togekiss. Alright, so board position-wise, we're actually in a really good situation here. With the burn status on their last main sweeper. The Darmanitan, which they have in the back row, is actually weakened. And that burn saved our Togekiss to get this yawn off, which is super important. Togekiss flinched. Oh no. Togekiss flinched. Alright, we're going to Scald and try to get as much damage on the Togekiss as we can. And since Togekiss, we're getting as much damage as we can on the enemy Togekiss, and since my Togekiss is going to die this turn, we're going to use a priority move of Helping Hand to get as much damage as we can off. And unfortunately, Paralysis proc. So, we played that to the best of our ability. There's the critical hit. Okay, so we're going to bring out Dragapult. Scald again. And Dynamax, Max Steel Spike. The Togekiss. And because I'm Dynamaxing, I should be okay taking the Waterfall from the Gyarados. So, I'm not too worried about this turn. And the other nice thing is, because I'm Dynamaxed, I don't have to worry about the flinch from Gyarados either. And of course, I get to go first before the Togekiss can spread Paralysis. And this should knock it out. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Defense Rose, Defense Rose. So, knock on wood, if everything plays out in this battle the way I want it to, if Pelipper would actually do anything, we should be set for the rest of the match. Now, I am 100% going after this Darmanitan right off the bat. Because it can and will kill me. And I'm going to use Max Wormwind, so I actually lower the Gyarados' attack as well. So yeah, at this point, there's really not much my opponent can do to take out my Dragapult. Bounce. Okay. Oh, okay, it used its Citrus Berry. Okay. I was like, why is it gaining health back? So the funny thing is here, because my opponent bounced, Protect, and Max Guard, I'm just not going to take any damage this turn. And he was after my Dragapult. Okay. I wasn't sure specifically which Pokemon he'd be after, but... let's do... Wait, no. I do not have Tailwind active. Alright, and then, of course... we will Dragon Claw. And my opponent gave up. So we finally, after 5 battles between last video and this one, finally pull out a victory with this team. Hopefully this is the turning point and we can charge forward with our Master Ball ranking. So... I appreciate everybody who hung out, watched the video today. Remember, leave a like and drop a comment down below if you have any questions about my battle strategy or want to know more about what I could have done in different areas during the battles today. As always, my social media will be in the description below. Make sure you follow me on twitch.tv/Griever84 for any live streams. I'm also on Twitter, Instagram, and of course, here on YouTube. So thank you guys for checking me out today. Enjoy the rest of your day, or however much is left of it from watching this video. Take care of yourselves. Good luck in battling. And until next time, my Guardians. GG. I'll see you guys later.